A very good morning to you and a happy new year as well, should we say, on this Friday, the 10th of September. Welcome back. I hope you had a very good summer holiday, got away, if not a bit of relaxation, staying at home, a bit of time off, quality time with the family. Didn't do a great deal myself. First 2 weeks, obsessed with the Olympics, that was fab. And then obviously results, I'll come on to that in a second, came out earlier this year. And then the last couple of weeks getting ready for return to school, really. But a couple of nights in London with friends and a bit of time out and lots of meals with the family. So it was good, and shame the weather wasn't a bit better. Anyway, I just thought I'd drop you a very quick, and for those of you who have not watched my weekly videos before, they do go on sometimes a little bit, 10 minutes plus, but I'll try and be brief today. But a very warm welcome back. Can I just go back to what I alluded to a second ago and the results? The year 13s, A-levels on the 10th of August and the GCSEs on Thursday, the 12th of August. Seems a long time ago now, but what a superb set of results. In time, of course, it'll become irrelevant how those results are arrived at. All I would say that every single young person deserved what they got. I won't quote individual, unfair to do so, but some superb individual performances and collectively a set of results that we're all extremely proud of. And what the young people and the staff and their parents, the pupils' parents, not the staff parents, had to go through to achieve those results was nothing short of remarkable. So what a feat. And a big pat on the back to all concerned for a fantastic set of results. And as I've always said, throughout the pandemic, but also previously, those results are a mere stepping stone, aren't they? They're a gateway, a leg up the ladder to what comes next, post-16 and post-18. And I'm delighted that the overwhelming majority of our young people have got their first choice options post-16 and most notably post-18. And whether they are staying with us in the sixth form or whether they have flown the nest, to college or to university or whatever, we wish them all the very best of luck. And many of them are last year's year 11s who are staying in the sixth form, joining us next week at the Bridgewater, more of that in a second. And those that have left us to go to university, hopefully see a few of them back as well next week. So just big well done to all of you. Big team effort, parents, other family members, the pupils themselves, obviously, and my wonderful staff body, fantastic achievements all around. So well done on those results. But we move on, don't we? It's the next cohort, that constant conveyor belt of young people and getting them what they need to move on to be a success in life. And that started again this week. A staggered start, which was helpful. The testing, unfortunately, threw up one or two positive tests, which have confirmed to be positive following a PCR, but fingers crossed, minimum numbers at the moment. But we are expecting, inevitably, a bit of hike in cases in school. But of course, now there's no immediate isolation for close contacts unless they then go on to be tested positive themselves. So hopefully, keeping everything crossed and touching wood, we'll have a less disrupted school year. I've had a chest infection for 2 weeks and been coughing like nobody's business, but I can assure you I've had 2 PCR tests and 5 LFTs in that time. I'm well and truly negative in terms of COVID, but a damned awful chest infection and I can't stop coughing, but hey ho. Fingers crossed, and thank you again to Mr. Corley, to the support staff, Mrs. Firth, Mrs. Roberts, my PA, all the parent volunteers, Miss Flett and Dr. Lane in the science department for helping out with the testing. Another mammoth task, but one that we pulled off once again. So thank you for help there. It gives us a bit of a reassuring start to the school year. Okay, that's COVID. So this week, staggered start. Brilliant to see the year 7s in for the first time on Monday. A bit spoilt perhaps, having the whole school to themselves, bar a few year 12s, but they made the most of it. Tuesday they were joined by year 10 and year 11, and Wednesday by everybody. And having had obviously the events of last year and year 11s and 13s on study leave in the summer, you forget how many pupils we have, but an absolute buzz around the place this week. Early days, of course, but our young people and the staff have come back. We had 2 great inset days, by the way, last Thursday and Friday, and staff really up for it. Lots of motivation going on there. And I have to say, the pupils and the staff have hit the ground running this week. There's a lovely atmosphere about the place. Nice to have had the weather, not so good today. But big pat on the back to all the young people to coming back, obviously so positively. 1 or 2 issues to iron out. I'll be sending a note home about footwear, kicker ankle boots or not shoes. are not allowed, and that's always been the case. But apart from that, we're looking mighty fine, immaculately dressed, and got off the term to a good start, and long may that continue. We've got 36 young Year 7s at rugby training this week for me, which was fabulous. And all those other clubs and activities will be up and running in no time at all. So particularly if you're new Year 7, keep the eye open for clubs and different activities, and make sure you sign up and do as much as you possibly can in your first few weeks at Wellington. Next week, big week, ever so excited. Call me sad, but I am. Hopefully you are as well. But Tuesday, our Wars evening, which was cancelled last year. As I said before, delighted that our successful Year 11s from last year and a number, because it's a week earlier, of our former Year 13s are coming, because ordinarily they may have gone off to university by that point, but they are available to attend. So it'd be great to see some of those outgoing Year 13s and to celebrate their success on Tuesday evening. On the back of that, as you well know, the pupils aren't in on Wednesday. Can I just say as well, it'd be lovely to make the Tuesday night a whole school event. But the numbers we have here, plus parents, plus performers, etc., and guest speakers, governors, the place would be full, overfull. So we can't do that on sheer numbers. But though if you aren't there on Tuesday night, and I'm sure you'll get your turn with the award system we have, you get the reward, the benefit of the day off on the Wednesday when it's an inset day for staff. So I hope you enjoy that. And also next week, unusually, we did without an open morning in 2020, but we thought it appropriate to have one this year. That was postponed from the summer, and it's taking place next Saturday, week tomorrow, the 18th. So two things on that. If you are a parent of a primary school student, this one is only for Year 6s, current Year 6s, who will be applying for secondary school in November. So please, if you are Year 5, you'll have an open morning at the end of the year, which is the customary position for that. So please save it for then. So this one is just for the current Year 6s. If you are a parent or primary school teacher of connections, please make that loud and clear to people. Otherwise, we'll be inundated on Saturday morning and possibly have very few in the summer. So just for Year 6s. And Mrs. Copeland has had a few volunteers, lots of volunteers so far, but always welcomes more. So if you are keen to be a guide showing prospective parents and pupils around the school, or want to help in a department, the chance is there. So please give your names to the relevant people during the course of next week. But because of the open morning next Saturday, it's normally an inset day the day before, but we've used up our inset days this year. But pupils will be given the hour off in the afternoon, in fact lunchtime as well. So school finishes at 1:10 next Friday. That makes up the time for you, the pupils and staff are giving up on the Saturday morning to a degree, and gives us a chance to put the finishing touches to the school in terms of cleaning and hanging displays, etc., although that is mostly done already. Okay, so busy first week back this week, or full week. Exciting and even busy week next week. Before you know it, it'll be half term, but it's all good. All good. Okay. I said I'd be brief today, and even waffling on a few minor items. I've covered 8 in a bit minutes. So thank you once again, and in advance of all your support this year. Challenges lie ahead, but we'll grasp them and face them head on and make the best of them. And it'll be another fabulous year, an even better one the last 2 years, and hopefully far less disruption. Okay, so well done to all the pupils, particularly the new starters in Year 7. You made a confident and orderly and successful start to the school year, and long may that continue. Okay, guys, well, any queries, any complaints, any issues, you know where we are. Give us a call and let's have that conversation. But in the meantime, have a great weekend, whatever you've got planned. Bye for now.